An elite safety knows that. It's not just good enough for you to know your job and where you're supposed to be. You're kind of responsible for everyone else back there. Maybe you don't think you should be, but if you guys want to be great and if you want to be great yourself, man, you're responsible at least for the other three or four guys that are lined up in the secondary. That's the other two, that's the two corners, that's the other safety if you happen to be the free safety or the guy that makes the coverage calls, and the nickel back. So you got to at least know that. But if you really want to be elite, you got to know where everyone's lined up, even down to that nose tackle and that defensive end. So thing number one is know your playbook in its entirety. And you know what else that does when you know it like that? It really makes the coach feel at ease. Your coach is he has less stress when on game day, he knows the last guy back there, the guy lined up at the deepest, knows everything, knows where everyone's supposed to be when he makes a call for a defense and sends it in. Okay, so that's number one. Know your defense inside and out, know where everyone is supposed to be. The next thing is you've got to watch a good amount of film, all right? You've got to be able to understand how the game of football works. I haven't even gotten to the point where you're studying your opponent. I mean, in the off season, just study offenses in general. And when you're watching football games, just don't sit there and watch it as a fan. Watch it as a coach would. Watch it as a player would. Try and understand what the offense is doing. Understand what different offenses are doing, because sooner or later, if you play this game long enough, you're going to face every type of offense. So as you're watching the game, try to understand why players are lined up in certain positions. Try to understand what offenses try to do when they're in certain formations, whether that's double tight end, whether it's I formation, whether it's spread or it's empty. Try to get an understanding of what they're trying to do and what has to happen. Football is a game of math. So once you've gotten down that idea, you can cerebrally understand what is happening no matter what an offense comes out and does. Now, when you do get into season, it's time for you to study your opponent. Every little team has their little nuances, their little plays, their little things that they do, whether it's where they line up certain players, certain formations that they get in, or certain things that they want to do on down and distance. And when you're the guy that's lined up deep on the hash or in the middle of the field, and again, you don't have the stress of lining up directly in front of a player the way the defensive linemen do, the way the corners do, or the way the linebackers do. They're so close to the action. You're standing back there. You're the one that needs to see what the down and distance is. You're the one that needs to see the type of personnel that's on the field. And you're the one that needs to just pick up on the little things. And if you study film long enough, you'll notice little things that an offense does that tells you what the play is. It could be very simple things that a quarterback may do, where he's looking, what he does, even a little signal, pulls the face mask, whatever those things may be. If you study the game to that point and you can pick up on those things, you're going to make everyone else around you better. And when everyone else around you is better, it allows you to look good. So you've got to study your opponent, know their formations, know their plays, know everything they're going to do before they do it. So know what that play caller on the other side of the field for that offense likes to do, what he doesn't like to do, and you are just going to be on your way to becoming that elite safety. So listen, it's great to be a guy that makes great tackles and the occasional big hit. It's great to be the guy that has great ball skills. But if you're going to fully get your use out of those things, it's above all important that you have a football IQ. So don't neglect to study the game. I know guys like to go to the park and work out and get the cones out and do all the drills, and you feel like you're getting better, and you are. But if you're going to reach your full potential, you have to study the game, know your opponent, know offenses, and know where to line all your guys up on defense, know where they're supposed to be, so that before that play jumps off by the offense, you've got everyone in a position and you know exactly what's going to happen. Once you've been able to do all those things, you're going to feel better lined up on the field. You're going to feel more at ease before the play. And the more you can relax while you're out there, the more plays you're going to make. You can trust me on that. Once again, guys, if you enjoyed this video, if it's helped you out, first of all, like the video, share the video, and subscribe. All right? Hit that bell so you know you're notified the next time I've got a good video like this coming out with all the DB tips that you need to become elite, right? You want to know that, right? Why not get notified when I put out another video like this? So hit the subscribe button, hit that bell so that you're notified. And when you have a chance, fellas, head on over to alleyesdbcamp.com for more tips on drills and things of that nature, consider joining my members area. I will have a link to that down there on the bottom where I go really into detail on how coverages work, different techniques that guys use, analyzing, breaking down things that are happening in the game, both at the college and at the professional level. I also have a bunch of drills in there. Over 100 videos in that members area. Guys are really taking their game to the next level, so consider doing that. I'll have links for that down there in the bottom. Okay, once again, thank you guys for watching this video. All Eyes DB Camp. Consistency breeds results.